Okay, this is an overview for the small farming pack. This is a conversion from 2013 to 2015, as well as there's been some changes made to the pack, and I'm going to do a quick walkthrough to show you those, as well as videos to show the function of each implement. I'm going to start over here on the right. Now, every implement that I made it for a 3-point hitch, I also tried to make a similar implement that can be used for tractors that don't have any hydraulics, like my Farmall 300. So starting here at the right, this is the MK cultivator. This is a 3-point hitch cultivator. Next to it, we have the Nicholson cultivator. This is a trailed one. It's also a manual crank. It takes a little bit of time to raise and lower it, so be patient with that. Then we have a 3-point plow. This is a McCormick Deering Little Genius. This is the only plow in the pack. Can be pulled by pretty much anything. You have a seeder. This is the only seeder. Minneapolis Moline. And by the way, all my mods in this pack are washable. This is a Minneapolis Moline seeder. Next to this I have a Mira. This is a fertilizer spreader made by Millpole. This is the only mod in the pack by Millpole. I had some cultivators and a couple spreaders previously, but I took all those out to make room for some additions. Alright, so this is a trailed spreader. Runs off the wheels, so there's no PTO required. Just a fertilizer spreader. Then we have the John Deere manure spreader. It's the same one that was before. Next we have the Bevco fertilizer spreader. This is a 3-point hitch required, as you can see on the back. Alright, so one of my additions is this combine. This is a John Deere Model 30 combine. This is for wheat and canola and barley. Everything's animated on it. The belts are animated, the pulleys are animated. All the little levers and stuff you see on there all move. The chain's animated. The reel is driven by the chain on the wheel over here. So part of it is run off the PTO, and the reels are run off of the wheel assembly. So however fast you drive, that's how fast this thing spins. It's kind of cool. Now the textures are beat up on it. This is also a little bit dirty, but the textures are beat up to give it a worn look. So this is one of my new additions. The reason I added this combine is the new version of Farming Simulator. They got rid of the small combine they had, so everything's large now. So I figured I might as well add some small combine and a small corn picker. So next it is the Case IS corn picker. This is a 2-row corn picker. Very interesting model. I found only 5 images on the internet and a couple of videos, so I had a real tough time trying to make up some of this stuff and get it done, but I'm pretty pleased with it. This also has animated pulleys, drive belt, the fan over here is animated, the teeth are animated. You'll see all this in my other videos, and as well as the conveyor belt in the middle. I was told by some farmers that this was an actual really popular model. Went for a lot of years. It's popular because you don't have to pull a trailer behind it. This little tank up there up top captures the grain. So small tractors, 25 horsepower, 30 horsepower tractors have no problem pulling it. So it's a pretty interesting little piece of equipment. We'll see that running later. This is the Corey Gravity wagon, same as before in 2013. This also has the seeder feature where you can fill your seeder using crops from your silos. Alright, so over here on this side I had the hay and straw working equipment. This is a Ford sickle bar, 3-point hitch. Next to it I have the John Deere sickle bar. This is trailed, so you don't need a 3-point hitch. Then you have Gemernland, however you pronounce that. Bale fork. There's 2 of these in the pack. I only showed one here, but both. You have one for your telehandler and also one for front loader. Now this is another new addition. This is a Pequa, I believe that's how you say it. Pequa Tedder 910. This is the largest one that they had at their website. PTO driven. Not real big, but it works real well. Alright, next to it over here I have the New Holland rake. It's the same rake as before. Now the reason I added this tedder is I had a lot of requests from people to make this New Holland rake a windrower. Originally it was a tedder and I just had it line up the grass. Alright, so you could just, so it sort of performed both functions. A lot of people wanted this to be able to windrow straw, so it is now a windrower, and to do your tedding, you can have this little peak wheel to do the tedding. So this will do your tedding. This is a windrower, and also we have the SIP belt rake. This is a 3-point hitch windrower. Now in real life, both of these I believe perform the function of tedding and windrowing, but I didn't want to mess around with that, so they both windrow only and then ted with that. Alright, and then we have the John Deere baler. It's just a small square bales. It's all animated, of course. All the arms move and stuff on it. The flywheel spins, nodding animation, star wheel, all that stuff. And last is the custom-made trailer. Call it custom because it really didn't have a brand name. I just found some pictures of one some guy made on the internet. So that's the whole pack. I'll get on with the other videos to show all the functions next. Okay, so these next videos I'm not going to record a whole lot of narration on it. I'm just going to let you watch and see what they do. I'll point out a few things here and there as we go. So again, this is the Case IS corn picker. It's also a sheller. I did not mention that before. So it picks up the corn cobs and it knocks the kernels off the corn cobs, separates the kernels into the tank up there where you can see that. And then all the little corn cob husks and stuff shoot out the backside. There's a conveyor on the back. This is the John Deere 30 combine. So you can see as it rolls forward and rolls back, the wheels will turn with it, the chain moves with it. Those are all they're all shaders. Alright, this is just showing how to fill the seeder using the gravity wagon. It'll work on any seeder. The other thing I wanted to mention are the vehicles that I used to make these videos. Two of them are mine. This Farmall 300 that you see right here, as well as the Oliver HG Crawler. Those are not part of this pack and will be separate mods that will be available probably about the same time as I finish this, hopefully. But they'll be available for download once I do my multiplayer testing and do a couple other things to them. But if you want tractors, these tractors, they will be available, so just keep your eye out for them. Alright. Okay, one of the things I wanted to explain too is I have a lot of different brand names in this pack. I don't really favor any particular brand name. You will notice probably more John Deere than anything, and that's sort of by accident. I just seem to be able to find more images on the internet of John Deere equipment than anything else. So if I can't take pictures of stuff myself, then I just have to go with what I can find on the internet. So that's usually why you'll see majority John Deere stuff in this pack. But again, I don't really favor any particular brand. So. Okay, so this Bobcat that you see here is by EuroDZN. This is not my mod. I just used it for the front loaders. The other thing I want to mention too is the original 2013 version, I had a bale locking script for both the bale fork and the trailer itself. I have removed the bale locking script, and now there is only just the default dynamic mount, and seems to work pretty good. So hopefully you'll like that. Okay, for this segment here, I just wanted to kind of show that with the dynamic mount attacher, it'll allow you to pick the bales up and pull them off as well. So it's fairly flexible and works well. Okay, so along with being able to remove them easily, I also wanted to show how well they hold on. As you can see with this on the side of the hill, they stay put pretty good. You really have to get some speed up and hit it pretty hard to get it to bounce loose, and I'll show you that too. So here I'm going to show you that they can be knocked loose if you hit too big of a bump or if you go too fast and slam on the brakes and that sort of thing, but they will bust loose. Okay, for this part, while I'm showing the plow, I want you to notice how the tractor will dig into the ground like the plow spec. This is another mod that's currently being developed by OEB modding. I don't want to get into a lot of credits and stuff, so do not expect it to happen with the plow. It has nothing to do with the plow. That's a global script, so I just wanted to bring that up. So I just wanted to show this in case anybody's curious. That is steam coming off of the manure. It's a mod made by Zentro. It does fade in time, so as it cools down, the steam gets less and less. It's pretty cool, neat little feature. concludes my video for the 2015 Small Farm Pack mod. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope you enjoy the mods themselves. Have fun farming.